Once the data entry portion of the registration is complete, the registration completion will have to be filled out. The application date is already filled in for you. The registered by, you will choose your name from the drop-down, and it will probably be the only name that is given to you as an option in the drop-down. Do not enter a review date or a reviewed by. Another member of your staff must now review your file to make sure that there are no errors or any eligibility issues. Once we hit save, we can then go to the Eligibility Determination and Review Form, or the EDR. The EDR will replace any registration or application form. NVTrack is set up to where you have your participant in front of you while you ask the questions that you type into NVTrack. This EDR has everything that you've typed in thus far. At the bottom, there is a place for the applicant to sign, for their parent or guardian to sign if they're under the age of 18, a place for the interviewer and reviewer to sign as well, along with the dates that they've signed. Again, this will replace any registration or application form that you've been using. Once I have my EDR, my physical file, I'm going to hand it over to a reviewer who will then double check for accuracy. The reviewer will then go to the NVTrack tab and look up the client either by the last four of the social or by the full last name and the first few letters of the first name. In this case, we know what the NVTrack customer ID is, so we will hit search. Here is our participant. I know because there's his birth date. I will hit select and choose the provider. There is only one to choose from in this case. And now we can go to the registration tab. As the reviewer, I will double check to make sure that there aren't any errors, typos, or eligibility issues. For example, in the adult world, employment status is very important. I will double check to make sure that this adult participant is not employed. For my youth participants, education status at enrollment is also very important. I will double check to make sure that the education status is accurate in the file that I'm reviewing. When I get to the bottom and everything looks okay, I will click Edit, enter in the review date. Let's just say I did it all in the same day. We have up to 30 days to review a file. And then I will sign my own name as the reviewed by and hit Save. Now that we are done with our reviewal, we can see up at the top that a registration date has now pre-filled, as well as the age at registration. We are now ready to give services to this participant. Before the review process happened, we would not have been able to go and give services or payments to this participant.